Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund is reportedly planning a substantial investment in professional cycling. Their aim to establish a new league that could rival traditional events like the Tour de France. This initiative, reminiscent of Saudi Arabia's influence in football and golf, has raised a lot of concerns about potential disruptions in the sport's traditional structure. The proposed league is named One Cycling. It seeks to restructure cycling's economic model by creating a more streamlined calendar featuring the sport's top teams and riders. This approach mirrors the Super League concept attempted in European football, which faced a lot of backlash. The Guardian notes that cycling could be on the verge of LIV golf moment, referencing the Saudi-backed league that disrupted professional golf. David Lapiertient, president of the UCI, has expressed caution, openness, and also support for Saudi investment, stating that while such investments are welcome to stabilize the sport's finances, they should not lead to the creation of a parallel league. He emphasized the importance of collaboration, saying, quote, "You are welcome to cycling, we need to work together." Critics argued that an influx of Saudi capital could lead to a concentration of talent within a few wealthy teams. This would undermine the competitive balance and the heritage of races like the Tour de France. The national reports that Lapiertient met with Saudi officials to discuss potential investments underscores the need to avoid a potential breakaway league that could fragment the sport forever. While Saudi investment presents an opportunity to enhance the financial stability of professional cycling, there is apprehension that it could lead to a monopolization of talent and the creation of rival events, potentially disrupting the sport's traditional fabric. Stakeholders have advocated for a collaborative approach to ensure that any investment benefits the entire cycling community without compromising its whole integrity. As of now, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund has not publicly disclosed specific statements regarding their entry into professional cycling or detailed plans concerning events like the Tour de France. However, reports indicate that SRJ Sports Investments, a firm owned by the Public Investment Fund, is in advanced discussions to invest approximately 250 million euros into a new cycling league tentatively named One Cycling. The whole goal of this is to restructure sport's economic model, potentially creating a new series of high-profile races featuring top teams and riders. The Guardian notes that elite cycling, despite its packed schedule, remains heavily reliant on the interest generated by the Tour de France solely. While the PIF has not issued official comments, the cycling community is actively discussing the potential implications of such an investment. UCI President David Lapiertient has expressed a willingness to collaborate, stating, quote, "When you have stakeholders that want to invest in cycling, I take this positively that there's an interest in cycling." However, he also emphasized the need to respect certain principles, warning against the creation of a breakaway league. As developments unfold, stakeholders and fans are keenly observing how this potential investment could reshape professional cycling's landscape, particularly concerning traditional events like the Tour de France. The president of the UCI has expressed cautious openness to Saudi investment, stating, quote, "You are welcome to cycling, we need to work together, and you also need to respect what the red lines are for the UCI, and what are the key principles that we will never support a clone league." Cycling commentator Ned Boulting voiced his apprehension on social media, stating, quote, "I hate the notion that Saudi money might soon deform the cycling calendar. The potential impact on smaller teams is also a significant concern. The proposed league could concentrate wealth and talent among a select few, marginalizing less affluent teams. An article in AS highlights this issue, noting that while one cycling could bring more high-profile races, it, quote, would be a mortal blow for the smaller teams of professional cycling. Fans have expressed mixed reactions, with some fearing that the sport's heritage and the unpredictability of traditional races could be compromised. One fan commented on a cycling forum stating, quote, "The charm of cycling lies in its history and the unexpected victories of underdog teams. A Super League could take that away." Analysts draw parallels with Saudi Arabia's involvement in other sports, such as their LIV Golf Series, which created divisions within the golfing community. A report from Velo News questions whether cycling might face a similar scenario, stating, quote, "Cycling teams have long complained that the sport's financial model is both unstable and non-sustainable." The Saudi-backed league could further destabilize the traditional cycling calendar, with the One Cycling League presenting an opportunity for increased investment and visibility in the sport. It also remains concerned about the potential disruption of traditional race structures, the marginalization of smaller teams, and the preservation of cycling's rich heritage. The cycling community remains divided, with the majority probably against it. It calls for careful consideration to ensure that any new developments benefit the sport as a whole without compromising its core values. The proposed One Cycling League, backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, represents a significant financial commitment, with reports indicating an investment of approximately €250 million or $270 million. This substantial influx of capital has the potential to disrupt and even ruin the traditional cycling hierarchy, particularly impacting the Tour de France, the sport's most prestigious event. The Tour de France has long been the pinnacle of professional cycling, attracting global viewership and participation. Its 2024 edition garnered over 150 million television viewers worldwide, showing that it's unparalleled with any others for its popularity. However, the emergence of a well-funded, probably overfunded rival league could divert attention and resources away from such traditional events. The One Cycling League aims to create a streamlined calendar featuring the sport's top teams and riders, potentially drawing them away from established races. The scenario mirrors developments in other sports, for instance the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series offering lucrative, undeniable contracts to top golfers. It led to a fragmented professional landscape. Similar in football, Saudi investments have attracted high-profile players to the Saudi Pro League, impacting the dynamics of European leagues. The financial allure of the One Cycling League could entice teams and even pro riders on their own to prioritize its events over traditional races, including the Tour de France. Critics argue that such a shift could undermine the heritage and competitive integrity of cycling. Tour de France isn't just a race, it's a cultural institution with over a century of history. The potential redirection of top talent and sponsorship to a new league could diminish the Tour's prestige and financial viability. As noted by The Guardian, elite cycling remains heavily reliant on the interest generated by the Tour de France. The concentration of wealth within one cycling league could exacerbate disparities between teams. Smaller teams already operating on limited budgets may struggle to compete, leading to a less diverse and competitive field. This could result in a homogenized competition, distracting from the unpredictability and excitement that define races like the Tour de France. In conclusion, while the One Cycling League's substantial financial backing presents some opportunities for growth and innovation, it also poses mostly a significant risk to the traditions and structures that have long defined the sport. the potential overshadowing of the Tour de France by a new, financially dominant league could alter the landscape of cycling, challenging its historical foundations and competitive balance. Stakeholders must carefully consider these implications to ensure that the sport's evolution honors its rich heritage and maintains its global appeal. What are your opinions on this? It's a huge threat. Make sure you comment down below with your opinions and drop a like on today's video for good luck. One thing I will say is that I truly believe if a rider is offered enough money, it doesn't matter how much they love their team, they may end up going to one cycling league. And when you're up against people with that much money to just blow on anything, I don't know if there's going to be any decent Tour de France races left in the next 5 to 10 years.